few years ago, he considered me evil for saying that I think Trump is the right way to go. That was 7 years ago, I think, and he was very unhappy about that, and he felt I embarrassed him with his friends. But since then, he's actually, sort of realized and seen the light.
Thanks to a resurfaced 2017 interview in Rolling Stone, Errol Musk has long been cast as the villain of Elon Musk's past, the domineering husband and unkind father who made Elon's childhood miserable. With a reputation marked by controversy, Errol recently broke his years-long silence in a podcast interview, sharing surprising revelations about Elon and his mother that challenge the established narrative. Have we misunderstood their story? And how has Errol defended his claims? Let's dive into the shocking details of what Errol Musk revealed. The strained relationship between Elon and Errol first captured widespread attention on November 15, 2017, when Elon sat down for a revealing Rolling Stone interview. The discussion became a viral sensation, not only for Elon's insights into his ambitious plans for humanity's future in space, but also for his scathing comments about his father. Elon described Errol as evil and hostile, recounting alleged instances of domestic aggression, neglect, and other troubling behaviors. He even mentioned Errol's controversial relationship with his stepdaughter, Jana Bezuidenhout. Elon's raw statements painted a dark image of his father, prompting a prominent journalist to label the tech mogul as having serious daddy issues. For 7 years, Errol remained silent, seemingly validating Elon's claims in the eyes of the public. That changed on November 14, 2024, when Errol appeared on Podcast and Chill with South African influencer Max G. In a candid interview, Errol offered a different perspective on Elon's upbringing and their relationship, revealing details that added complexity to the public narrative. Errol described his son with pride, openly admiring Elon's remarkable achievements. Reflecting on Elon's early ventures, he shared a story about Elon securing a $5 million loan to start his first company, a decision Errol initially opposed as too risky. Yet, within 3 years, Elon transformed the company into a $500 million success. Errol admitted that from that moment on, he stopped offering Elon advice, confident his son was capable of navigating life's challenges on his own. However, Max G pressed Errol on Elon's harsh public statements. Addressing Elon's childhood, Errol painted a picture that diverged from the image of constant bullying and hardship. He recalled only 2 significant incidents of trouble during Elon's school years. The first occurred in 2nd grade, when Elon called a teacher stupid in front of the class, pointing out errors in her lesson and the textbooks. Despite Errol's attempts to explain the importance of respecting authority, Elon remained defiant, unwavering in his stance that he was right. This unfiltered brilliance often left teachers and peers baffled, making Elon's childhood anything but conventional. The second incident, in 8th grade, was more severe. Elon attempted to comfort a grieving classmate by labeling the boy's late father as an idiot for the decisions that had led to his demise. The comment enraged the boy, resulting in a physical altercation where Elon was pushed down the stairs, suffering injuries that required a 2-week hospital stay. Despite Errol's efforts to involve the police, authorities deemed Elon partially at fault. Determined to give his son a fresh start, Errol transferred Elon to another school after his recovery. These anecdotes challenge Elon's depiction of Errol as entirely evil and hostile, suggesting a more nuanced relationship. Errol's portrayal of himself as a protective and proud father complicates the stark narrative Elon shared with the world. While their accounts differ greatly, one thing is clear. The story of Elon Musk's childhood is far more complex than previously believed. Errol Musk later revealed a pivotal incident that strained his relationship with Elon. The rift occurred on May 25, 2016, during Errol's 70th birthday celebration. Elon had flown to South Africa with several Hollywood friends, including celebrities like Scarlett Johansson and Jennifer Lawrence, to mark the occasion. At the dinner party, a conversation about Donald Trump, who was running for president at the time, sparked controversy. When asked about his preferred candidate, Errol openly expressed his support for Trump. Elon, who opposed Trump at the time, felt embarrassed as the discussion escalated into a heated debate between Errol and over 20 celebrities, none of whom shared his views. After that night, Elon began to distance himself from his father. Errol later speculated that Elon may have been feeling the pressures of emerging cancel culture in Hollywood and sought to avoid controversy. In the following years, Elon publicly criticized his father, even calling him evil. However, as time passed, Elon grew more assertive in his views, eventually supporting Trump during a later election. The father and son reconciled, and during a private SpaceX celebration, Elon surprised many by introducing Errol as the person who taught him everything about engineering, a significant moment after years of estrangement. The story of their relationship becomes even more intricate when Errol speaks about his marriage to Elon's mother, May Musk. Following their divorce, May published a memoir in 2019 titled A Woman Makes a Plan, painting Errol as a difficult partner and a poor father. When asked about their separation, Errol admitted he wasn't entirely sure why it happened. Reflecting on their time together, he acknowledged taking May for granted and prioritizing trivial matters over their marriage. However, he denied accusations of hostility, claiming that May fabricated stories out of spite. Errol was blindsided by the divorce papers, which came just a week after a romantic date. He speculated that the 1980s law allowing divorces due to irreconcilable differences might have influenced her decision, as he often overheard her discussing it. Despite a subsequent attempt by May to reconcile, Errol refused, citing her involvement with other men. While he sometimes wished he had accepted her apology, he ultimately felt he had made the right decision. In 1992, Errol married his second wife, Heidi Benut, a widow with a young daughter named Jana. Their marriage produced 2 children before they divorced in 2010. Around the time of their split, Errol and May had rekindled their friendship, but when she again asked to reconcile, Errol declined. This second rejection deeply affected May, and she struggled to move forward. Their last conversation took place during Thanksgiving in 2002, shortly before May made another attempt to repair their relationship. Since then, they have had no contact. Years after his divorce from Heidi, Errol had a surprising development with his former stepdaughter, Jana. In her late 20s, Jana contacted Errol, seeking help due to financial struggles caused by her boyfriend's irresponsibility. Errol supported her, buying groceries, clothes, and a car, and even provided a weekly allowance. Despite his efforts, Jana's boyfriend failed to improve. 2 years later, Jana reached out again after being kicked out by her boyfriend. Errol invited her to stay with him, and she lived at his home for 3 weeks. Eventually, her ex-boyfriend apologized, and Jana decided to return to him. However, 2 months later, Jana came back with shocking news. She was pregnant and believed Errol to be the father. Initially, Errol dismissed the possibility, but he later agreed to take a DNA test, which confirmed he was the father. Despite their efforts to keep the matter private, the news eventually leaked, sparking widespread backlash. Errol struggled to understand the outrage, arguing that Jana was no longer a stepdaughter after Heidi's divorce and that she was 29 years old. Heidi and Jana's family were supportive, believing that Errol could provide a stable life for the child. Even Elon Musk appeared unfazed, given his history of unconventional relationships. However, Errol's daughters strongly disapproved. A year after their first child was born, Errol built Jana a house. A few years later, the couple welcomed a second child. While the public deemed their relationship scandalous, Errol felt May's harsh criticisms were rooted in personal resentment over their past and his decision to start a new family with someone much younger. Errol dismissed her accusations, claiming they were baseless and that she had influenced their children to view him negatively. He reflected on reading May's book, which portrayed him in a negative light. In a conversation with his daughter Tosca, she admitted that the unflattering portrayal was included to appeal to the media and boost book sales. Errol believed this was an example of how May conditioned their children to equate loyalty to her with animosity toward him. Despite decades passing since their divorce and having no contact since 2002, Errol wished May well, emphasizing that holding on to anger wouldn't benefit anyone. This controversy added yet another chapter to the Musk family's already complex history. Errol publicly defended himself, leaving many to question the truth of his claims. Speculation continued about how May might respond and how this would impact the intricate dynamics of the Musk family.